Surviving Reality contains explicit content full of snark and sarcasm that may not be suitable for all audiences. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello and welcome to Surviving Reality.
I'm Corey.
And I'm Carly. And this is the finale, the season finale. Do we think it'll ever come back again?
Probably.
Okay. This is Polly.
This was Polly. How much of this
For
was?
some, it was. For some, it never was.
Some of these relationships that we saw on display did not experience Polly at all. BQ and Tehmeena?
No, they just talked about it the whole time.
They went on one date, which was just Tehmeena's friend who was trying to get answers out of BQ earlier in the season. That was the first episode. And then never again. It was just them fighting for the rest of the season.
I know when we first started the show, we felt like this was better than Seeking Sister Wife. What is now the conclusion that we've seen all 8 episodes?
This was like not actually what it was. That's what I'm saying. How much of this was Polly?
You feel like it's not what it was built to be.
Because even Power Throuple, with like that, it was just fighting. There was a lot of fighting. So I mean, it was more drama.
Well, that's the good part of it.
Yeah, good news.
I feel like it has that over Seeking Sister Wife, and that it doesn't pretend to be something that it's not. Like Seeking Sister Wife, there has to be some like noble reason as to why everybody is trying to live polygamy or polyamory, or depending on. There's been many different couples on Seeking Sister Wife, but
I wanted to say so many of these fell apart, but it wasn't really that many that fell apart. Like there were a few where just wrapped up and that was it. Mm-hmm. I don't know if we would see them again the next season, because it's like if they didn't bring drama.
You mean Polly Inc?
I mean Polly Inc. Polly stink.
They will never grace our televisions ever again.
Yeah, I'm never going to see them ever again. Probably not. They can't carry a storyline. They're not going to be able to do. They're not going to invite them back for a season 2. Mm-hmm. Not a chance. No, unless it actually has the drama that we thought was going to be from this season. But it doesn't seem like they would want to lean into any of those sorts of dramatic interpretations of their storylines, if you know what I'm saying. Like I'm talking about in comparison for like Marley and Bree. Mm-hmm. They leaned into the drama of what's going on in our relationship. We're going to crank that to 11 actually for the TV audience and for the camera that we're telling the story.
It felt like they were playing characters of themselves.
Yes. Yeah, and it doesn't seem like Polly Inc. was going to lean into that. So that's, the difference that you would see. Marley and Bree, yeah, they'd be back for season 2. I think so.
You think so?
I think so. I think we could see them again. 999,000 bitches. It's going to take a long time. A lot of seasons to get up to those numbers.
They have infinite number of seasons to get to that number.
Long way.
What about Kami and Trent and Nita? Well, maybe not Nita.
Okay. Well, maybe let's start there. So yeah, Kami and Trent and Nita, the power throuple. Okay. They're preparing for their commitment celebration ceremony. Don't call it a ceremony.
But now it's back to a ceremony. It's not a wedding, but they're wearing wedding dresses.
Don't use any wedding verbiage. Vows. Don't use any wedding verbiage, but are your vows done? Are your vows ready? Because those need to be done. So then they're getting upset with Nita, who is like stressing over all this stuff because
somehow this all became Nita's responsibility too.
How did that happen?
Where they're like, well, it's a ceremony for you. So then you need to do everything. You need to make all the hors d'oeuvres. You need to do the flowers.
None of my family's coming. So yeah, this is just a party for you and your friends at this point.
I hate Trent and Kami. Like I already was really upset with them. And I know that there's been a lot of, I guess there's a split in the audience as to whether or not people like Nita. I'm fully on Nita's side.
Nita is, okay, like in terms of the relationship, I'm on Nita's side. Mm-hmm. But then in terms of like the sexual boundary stuff, I'm with Trent and Kami.
Yeah, I agree with that. I do.
So I think that's where the division is coming from. But it's just like, well, I can choose to be on one side for one topic and another side for another topic. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So like, that's what I'm choosing to do.
I just really feel like Trent and Kami are predatory. Like, that's a bad word to use, but
well,
I think that they found somebody who's like down on her luck.
They look for a certain power dynamic.
Yeah, who isn't used to
power throuple.
The things that they're able to provide to her, who's had power throuple.
Power throuple. It's a power dynamic. That's the crux of the throuple.
Mm-hmm. I just think they really kind of took advantage of the fact that they were able to get her to trust them.
Yeah. And it was used in a way to then manipulate. Mm-hmm. It felt like manipulation.
This whole ceremony thing has been very manipulative.
In a lot of different ways, yeah. But Nita's stressed out. She's ranting and raving is how it's described to camera.
Like many
camera
brides.
People. I mean, it's a stressful day. You still got a lot of stuff to do. The flowers aren't done. The hors d'oeuvres aren't done.
Mm-hmm. And they're all looking at Nita like that's your fault.
The vows aren't done. Yeah. And we got to be there in 2 hours. There's already people showing up. But also,
they did get their matching tie-dye outfits.
Why are we rushing and pushing for vows to be done if we've already had a discussion the night before that we're not going to be exchanging vows? That we're in a rough spot over the past few weeks and we will not be. But did you write yours and stuff?
That's just another thing to be like, well, you didn't finish that either.
No, because that dropped to the bottom of my list as soon as you said that we're not doing those. And that just reiterates again that my opinion has no input into this. Like, I don't get a say in any of this.
If you're not exchanging vows, what's the point of having the ceremony?
What are we doing? What's happening?
Wouldn't you feel stupid standing up there in a wedding dress and then not actually exchanging any promises?
They were too embarrassed to cancel it 24 hours before.
I think it's a lot of that. They already spent all the money.
And they already
paid the DJ.
If it's less than 24 hours and I'm going to cancel, I'm going to pay 100% for everything anyway. So we're still doing the fucking thing. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you.
I'll cancel your spring fling.
Well, we already paid the DJ, so I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening here.
No, so Kami was listening through the door of Nita venting her frustrations to the camera of all this stuff that she's got going on, but then also a lot of fights and conversations that we were not privy to as part of this show.
A lot of stuff did not happen on camera.
No.
And I think that's part of why the crew has got her cornered outside, because nobody else is explaining what's happening, but there's obviously a lot of tension in the air.
They're like, Kami and Trent won't say what's going on. Do you know what's going on, Nita? And Nita is just ready to unload at this point, where she's like, of course there is. There's tension in the house. Can you feel it? There's tension. You can cut it with a butter knife. There's so much tension. We got tension out the wazoo.
So I was still trying to figure out exactly what happened after all their scenes ended. What I was able to derive from this is that they're still not in agreement about what they're doing here. Like, what does forever mean? What kind of promises are attached to that? Which is what Nita's been saying the entire time.
Yes. Yeah. And Nita's feeling like it's that this is something that should be like a sign of stability in a relationship, security. You should feel a certain way going into this and after. Like, the result of this is a display of the other private things that are going on in our relationship, right? Like, is that kind of, I feel like that's the way that Nita's looking at this. This should be like a public display of our life that we're building together, the three of us together.
I think Trent and Kami thought they were going to show off their side piece.
I think that was really the goal here, was that it was just, and all these things that Nita has been telling us that she wants to see more from us in terms of a commitment. This will be a way to do that, but without actually committing.
Yes.
So we want to go through the motions of looking like we are and on board and on the same page, but not actually.
I do think that Trent and Kami didn't expect Nita to ask many questions.
Okay.
You know, like, they thought that they were going to propose to Nita.
Yeah.
That she would accept. They would have this ceremony. It would really be an empty gesture, but a party to celebrate this and to be filmed and to have their friends and family come out and show their acceptance of it. And first of all, that doesn't happen. nobody shows up for them.
Mm-mm.
And then Nita ended up saying, well, what does this mean? Because it feels like what you're offering me is a lifetime commitment. What's the commitment part of it? Because you haven't been able to show me anything that makes me feel like my future is secure with the two of you.
This feels like a pizza party.
This
This feels like a pizza party, a half-baked,
It's an end of quarter pizza party.
And nothing else to support you in any way, shape, or form. Please do not ask us any other questions. We will not be taking those today. And also, I don't think we should do the vows. Like, I really think we should skip on the vows because we're not lined up. We're not in alignment.
Mm-hmm.
We don't agree on these things. Nobody knows what the verbiage or the definitions of these relationship terms that we want to get into. It's too much to define.
So the plan is that they're going to do the ceremony, but then when they get to the point where they're supposed to exchange vows, they're just not going to do that part.
Yeah, Trent will take over.
Which is like normally a big part of a wedding.
Big part of that ceremony, I think,
It's
is
kind of what the whole ceremony builds to.
the whole reason you're there. That was weirder to me, is to just stand up in front of everybody and say, you know what? Things took a turn over the past few weeks. A lot of rough conversations. We're in a bit of a rough patch here. And not today. Not today, folks.
You know what they should have done? They should have been like, I can't believe that my family didn't show up for me. I can't do this.
I can't go through with it.
We're canceling it because of the lack of support.
Do you think that was a factor at all? Like that Kami was upset by that?
I
too?
think it added. It was like an extra burn.
Yeah. Like it surely didn't help.
Salt in the wound.
Probably didn't help things. If you're already feeling really tumultuous in this whole thing, like you're not on the same page, you're arguing about stuff, getting into the nitty-gritty details of how you're going about, tracking the success of this relationship, and then also to be rejected by pretty much every other person in your life except for your kids.
I feel like she didn't get anything out of it that she wanted, which is part of why she's upset.
Yeah.
Because now it's really just turning into everything that Nita wanted.
It is a Nita show now, and Kami doesn't like that. Yeah,
Kami has a hard time sharing attention, doesn't she?
Oh, I've noticed that. Yeah, a little bit.
Let's talk about this. So they all go over to the ceremony together.
They drove over in the same car
after they all had this fight about what's going to go on with the vows.
Trent and Kami in the front seat,
of course.
Nita stewing in the back seat.
Did the seating arrangement surprise you at all?
No. Does Nita have a license? Can she drive?
Okay, no. But also, I don't think Nita ever gets to sit in the passenger seat.
No, she sits in the front seat. Sometimes when Zoe drives. Maybe.
Those are exciting days.
When they ride the bicycles
when
together.
I get to upgrade to being an adult.
Yeah. I don't have to use my booster seat in the back. It's nice. Very nice break.
Even that, though, it does demonstrate that there's a power dynamic where it's Kami and Trent together, and then Nita is the third wheel.
Yeah. I liked their tie-dye matching outfits pre-ceremony, and then they were all going to get into their show whites, I suppose.
Okay, Trent's outfit.
I mean,
we already saw the wedding dresses, so there's nothing to report there.
Yeah, we knew what we were walking into with that. We had a general idea of what Trent's outfit was going to look like because we did see this in the previews a couple of times. This has been used as the drama to entice us to keep watching the season.
This is the first time I really took it in, though.
Oh, yeah.
So he's got a white button-down lace short sleeve shirt on. White shorts.
Yeah.
White cowboy hat.
But then the white isn't the same. It's like a khaki white short.
He's mixing and matching from his closet.
Yeah. It's just
did
ballpark.
Not go to any type of suit store. We did not try to, we didn't put the effort in.
We didn't match materials. We didn't match. No. Any of that stuff. No.
The oddest part of the outfit is not the cowboy hat.
The Garrick Merrifield special, the cowboy hat. Yeah.
It is the fact that he appears to be wearing a pair of Sam Edelman loafers that slip on.
Were they white though?
Yes.
Okay,
the shoe was a real choice.
A boat
especially
shoe.
with everything else going on. Not a boat shoe. A boat shoe maybe would have been more appropriate.
Okay, yeah. So, so it was a whole experience, I think, is what we're getting to. Because to get cold feet at a ceremony in that getup is just cherry on top, I think, for me.
In a slide.
It's just the whole thing, the whole experience where he's like, I don't think this is going to go good. I don't think this is going to be.
He also has to be the one who communicates everything.
Yeah.
Which,
of course,
I'll
Cammy
give him
doesn't
credit for that.
Well, Cammy's like, make sure you got your talking points lined up here.
What are you going to say to everybody?
Are you all updated on that? Because I don't want you to mess that up, because this whole thing's been kind of going sideways. I think it's your fault, too.
Mm-hmm. The dozen people who are here will really be disappointed if
Very
they
upset.
Aren't able to.
It's a hot crowd out there. Hot crowd. And they need answers of what's going on here. That's what we got to tell them.
It was embarrassing when they had the wide shot and the one whole side is basically empty.
Yeah.
It was just their kids who were sitting there.
Yeah.
And then nobody else.
Right.
And then Nita's side, I mean.
That looked like a fun crowd.
I think she met many of them in prison.
That looked like a fun crowd. Like,
they're like, we're coming.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter what happens. Are there drinks?
We'll be there.
They're going to be serving drinks and food.
We'll be there. Okay, what I didn't like about the ceremony is that it appeared that there were just families of deer walking around behind them at certain points.
Uh-huh.
Closed set. Like, no, we do not need deer just aimlessly walking around in the background here.
Why not?
Get out of here.
Things can't get much worse.
Ticks. I don't want them.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
No, that's true. I don't want ticks either.
Get out of here. So that threw me off. I wasn't ready for all that.
Our carefully crafted scene that we've set here. Beautiful romantic ceremony.
Honestly, it was like a nice location for this. And then even those evening shots when they were doing the interviews, I was like, it looks gorgeous here, but it does not match the mood.
Right.
And the
would have been a nice wedding.
Would have been nice had we been able to do this, but no. Cammy's all frustrated with these last minute changes. I don't know if I'm going to be able to deal with this. No. And then it's all of this mess with like Nita's still stressed out from, draping these flowers across all
the last minute work she had to do.
The chuppah, the archway. And then it's just like, no, she didn't even say anything during the ceremony at all, because it's just Trent letting everybody know, thanks for coming today. Food's in the back, I guess.
What was the point?
What are we doing? What are we doing here?
I don't know. Her friends were excited. They're like, I got work release to come out and do this today. We're having a great time,
approved.
Nita.
I'm out. I'm out. So yeah, that's it.
Then 3 days after the
ceremony,
devastating ceremony,
sure,
Nita and Kami are still at each other's throats.
Okay.
There's a lot of screaming. It was hard to figure out what was happening.
Yeah, because the cameras weren't in there, so this was just audio. I don't know if this was like cell phone recording or something. Like the audio was not microphone
know what it's
quality.
like? I'm watching Worst Remade Ever on Netflix, and whenever they have an audio recording, there's just all the audio happening. There's never any like video component, and then it's all animated.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Oh, they should have animated. That would have been great. There'd just been so much hair flying around.
I don't know. I think this does have the potential to be a worst roommate
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be. Right into one of those storylines. It just crosses right into that.
So Kami feels like Nita just attacks her all the time.
That's wild. Oh, well, I think it's because Kami's wrong a lot. Or she's not used to being checked. And Nita's checking her, where she's like, you're saying this. Why are you saying this now?
She doesn't like the confrontation.
And she doesn't like that Nita is holding her accountable to things that she said in the past. So when you're bringing that up and you're saying, if you're saying this now, why did you say the complete opposite? Like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, anytime, any point in the past, in history here, when that's brought up, Kami doesn't like that. Makes her uncomfortable.
I wonder if they reassured Nita that they would come to some type of agreement to make sure that she was taken care of. Because that's what she's worried about. She's like, they're older than me. There's an age gap.
Yeah.
So what happens if...
Hypothetically,
they both pass away. I'm completely cleared of any suspicion.
any wrongdoing, and then I become the executor of their will.
And then I find out I'm not even in it.
I'm not in it. What?
What am I supposed to do? Go back to work?
What do I do with that?
Find another couple that I'm supposed to go live with?
This is my retirement plan.
There's not enough rooms in this house for me to rent out to Golden Girls it.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. This is just a really tough situation to be in. But I think Nita is coming to that realization where she's like, there is no security here. There is no give and take at all. It's their way or the highway, and I have to keep taking the highway. And I don't have a license. And I can't do that from the back seat every single time.
Yeah. No, they do. They kick her out of the house whenever they get into an argument. They're like, well, why don't you go cool off and she'll go somewhere else?
Because for them to say that Nita is the one who gets unreasonable and she gets upset, I think Nita is justified in her frustrations. Mm-hmm. So that's the issue here, is to then diminish Nita's frustrations as saying, you're being emotional, you're being reactive.
Well, they never resolve anything. So she's getting increasingly frustrated.
You didn't fix it still. It's still a problem. So yes, the frustration is still there.
They really do just want to blow up doll. Like, they want somebody who has no expectations of them, no personal needs beyond what they're comfortable with.
Right.
And that's it.
And Nita's pointing out, where she's like, basically everything you guys have said has been a lie. And they're like, what are you talking about? And then we flash back again, because this is the second week in a row where we've had to catch Trent and Kami in lies, because they're saying one thing, but then if you check the tape, they were saying the complete opposite. So no, Nita is not crazy.
That's something this show does really well.
Yes.
Is actually rolling the tape on past stuff.
Holding them accountable. So again, Nita is not wrong. She is correct. And I think that's why they're so upset with her, is because there is no argument here. And so then now they're just saying, well, you're attacking me. You're berating me. You're accusing me of things in my own home.
Mm-hmm. Like, yeah. I don't like that they make it seem like she's overreacting.
Right.
I mean, I get that she's getting louder and she's upset and she stands up and kind of points in their faces and like she's agitated.
Well, I think Kami knew, I'm not going to win this argument, so I'm just going to leave.
Yeah.
And
that's
it's
what
like,
she does. She leaves Trent on the couch all alone.
You're just going to leave Trent here to go toe to toe with Nita when Nita has him dead to rights on all of this stuff that you guys were saying? Because they're like, whoa. When did you think that an engagement and a proposal meant us together forever? And like
flashback to it's a commitment forever.
It's a commitment for life.
It's an engagement ring.
You're
going to be a bride. We're going to exchange vows in front of our families and friends.
Wedding's very important. It's a big part of this. No, now you're turning back on all of that. So Kami realizes and she's like, okay, I think I'm just going to leave then. And Nita's like, great. Okay, awesome.
I'll just keep yelling at
We're
Trent.
doing this again. I will continue to yell at
someone
Trent
yell
then.
at. It's fine.
That's good.
They break up with her. Which she tries to make very clear on camera. So I'm wondering if they wanted to present this as though they decide to mutually, go in different directions.
Right.
And really, she's like, no, just to be clear, you're breaking up with me.
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. That's what's happening here.
That's what's going on.
This is the healthiest relationship I've ever been in.
Which is saying something, honestly. Because, when they're talking about, they were accusing each other of fighting and then love bombing and just this back and forth. Again, the power dynamics of these relationships where Kami's accusing Nita of that, but Nita was accusing Kami of that. I think Kami accused Nita of that because Nita accused Kami of that. Does that make sense?
I
think that was why it was brought up in that way.
It's hard to follow.
And again, it was Kami gets upset and she just leaves because I don't have any way to counter any of this.
Nita's very devastated.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell she's been crying for a very long time.
Right.
She's got bags under her eyes. She's still talking about how she's mourning this relationship. Trent and Kami, almost no emotions.
Yeah, it was a good 3 years.
Had a good run.
We'll find somebody else, I guess.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to.
I am wondering what the future looks like for the two of them. I think that they're just going to continue to date people for extended periods of time. And then, like, when they're ready to leave because they want something more, they'll just be like, okay.
It's a revolving door.
Yeah.
There's no long-term stuff. There's no commitment. They're committed to each other, and then that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Everything else is just
maybe that's what they learned from this.
Yeah.
Was they were promising too much to Nita, and that's not something they were ready to deliver on. So they just need to find a girlfriend. It sounded like Kami wants them to get a boyfriend next time.
She casually threw that in at the end where Trent was like, well, I might have to veto that. It's like, I don't think you get a say in this. I don't think you do, man.
I think you had a lot of fun for the last 3 years.
So I think that's it. Yeah.
Oh, I really don't like them.
No.
Good luck, Nita, out
Good
in the world.
luck. Yeah. I mean,
I think she got something out of the relationship, too.
Hopefully
they paid her legal bills and...
Hopefully she learned something. Maybe there's a lesson in there somewhere or something.
Yeah. Wow. Well, let's take a little break and then we'll come back with the stars of the show, BQ and Tehmeena.
All right. We're heading out to Long Island again. Polly on the rocks, even though this is like not Polly at all. This whole season, again, is what I'm going to stick with.
It would have been so much more fun to watch them date somebody.
Dating. Now, I don't want to watch a whole breakup that happened here. Plus, we just had a storyline that ended in a breakup, culminated in a breakup, but like, we didn't even get all the juicy details of that as it was happening, really. No. There was still a lot of mysteries in there.
That's actually one of my complaints about this episode. When we get to Marley and Bree, I wish that they had resolved their story last week. And then the extra time that they would have had in this episode could have gone to more stuff with Trent, Kami, and Nita.
Yep.
That would have. I wanted to know more about what happened there.
Yeah, because
they needed more time
to just fly through their storyline, and a lot of things were left off camera.
Yeah,
where it was a lot of conversations that they were having, and then we were finding out afterwards. You hear one thing, you see another.
It even ends with Trent being like, "Okay, you can take off the mics, turn everything off, shut the cameras down. We're done."
Okay. I was
like, how many times has he done that during filming?
Right. BQ and Tehmeena will never tell you to turn the camera off.
They're like, do you want us to come back and do the scene again?
I can take it again.
Yeah.
Do you want me to run it again?
We could meet at another community college parking lot. There's a lot on Long Island.
Well, okay, we're gonna meet at the park today in a parking lot where BQ has parked in a parking space. Mm-hmm. Tehmeena rolls up and she's taken up 3 parking spaces. She's parking horizontally across all of these parking spots.
I think it was a power move.
Okay.
Because her car is pointed directly at BQ.
Yeah. I think
she's like, I will run you over.
I'm thinking about it. I'm considering it.
Yeah. You're lucky I hit the brakes when I did.
Yeah. Maybe that was it. That could be it. So it's Tehmeena basically just pouring her heart out to BQ again of how she can't handle him being intimate with other people. This has just been a recurring theme. She's had to deal with this for the entire decade that they've been together. Yes, we did Polly. I gave you that hall pass, and that was the way that we were able to fix this for a little bit. But it's just terrible. And I think in the long run, it did more damage than good.
I'm glad she finally came to the conclusion that the issue is she just can't deal with him fucking other people.
Okay.
It's like, if that's your problem,
that's what it comes down to.
He has already made it very clear that he's not going to accommodate you by not doing that.
Right.
So it sounds like we're at an impasse, and that's the end of the relationship.
Yeah, he can't be locked down, and she's done with his excuses, because everything starts off with, I know, I'm really tough to deal with, but you're really horrible.
Yeah.
And so that justifies all my behavior that I get to do because I do whatever I want.
He's just going to go torture another woman.
That's pretty much what's going to happen.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, most likely. But the drama really unfolds here. We get the full telenovela breakup that happens here with BQ and Tehmeena. She has to do the pulling of the ring.
Mm-hmm.
She has to pull out the engagement ring and set it down on the car, which I think that took a couple of tries because we had to cut to close up and then cut back to wide shot.
You think it fell off the car a couple times?
I think it took a couple tries.
Off the hood of the Jeep Cherokee?
It was just sliding off.
She's like, this didn't work how I thought it would.
Hold on. Hold for camera. Hold. Okay, yes.
I would love to see Tehmeena on my screen again. Like, get her on Darcy and Stacey. Can she go, like, she does nails, right? She was doing her own nails.
Okay.
Can she do Darcy and Stacey's nails in Miami?
That would be interesting. It's a long drive from Long Island, though.
She'll move. She's fine with it.
I could see her in Miami.
Yeah, she would thrive there.
Think she'd do all right in Miami.
Uh-huh.
Probably.
There's already a store down there for her to buy her little tops at.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, she's got places to shop.
Remember Elise from 90 Day? That's where she's getting all of her clothes.
That's where it happens. That's just how people look in Miami. What was the other part of this? Oh, it was the dramatic GoPro shot on the back of Tehmeena's car as she pulled away, where you could see BQ step out in like behind the car and like watch her drive away and be all sad about it. That was my other like produced. I'm sure that was produced by them, where they were like, "Oh,
that's
we'll get
how
you
we're
a
gonna
shot."
do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, here's how we're going to do that. We're going to run that a couple of times just to make sure that we got it.
They have been shooting their own student film the whole time.
Yeah,
huh?
Yeah, pretty much. Basically, that's what's been going on.
Do you think they really broke up, or that this has all been fake and that these two will be in a relationship forever?
I don't know if they would be back together. Yeah, like that would be their redemption. Next season is like, oh, we're back together and better than ever. Like that's how they could come back for another season.
Like we're open to dating.
And now we're looking. Yeah. That could be, I could see that being their avenue back.
They just both want to be on TV so badly that I think if they have an avenue to do it together, even if it means they have to continue to deal with each other, they will.
I think that they still like each other, or what is it? Maybe they love each other, but they don't like each other. Maybe that's it. Is that it? Maybe somewhere in there. We're in that range now, perhaps.
Marley and Bree.
Yeah, this is a pretty quick wrap up.
This is exactly what we expected was going to happen.
We already suspected.
Yeah,
we foresaw this happening.
End of last episode, Marley was like, I've got my divorce. Here's the paperwork. You can look it over. And Bree was like, too late. I'm going to LA. I'm out of here. You should have done this a long time ago.
So we wake up to Bree catching an Uber to LA at 5:30 in the morning. And that's how we're kicking things off. So they say. But actually, it's Key and Marley are going out on a date to forget about Bree. We're getting over Bree. We're moving past Bree.
We're wearing our matching dresses.
We're coordinating outfits. We're going out for a meal. We're going to have a night to forget about all this drama. And that's what we're going to do. So they walk into the restaurant and Key's like, oh, I got to hit the restroom real quick. You go ahead.
That's when I knew.
That's when it was like, this is definitely what's happening here. Bree's going to be in that room.
So that's what happens.
That's exactly what happens.
Marley walks through the door and there's a huge engagement scene already set.
Promposal.
Yeah, it's a promposal.
It literally is.
There's a flower arch it's a heart. A heart made of flowers. Bree is down on one knee wearing the Michael Jackson special.
Okay.
The pants with the chain, the loafers, the whole thing.
Not the hat, not the glove. No.
I think that's the only thing that was missing.
Really? Okay.
I think a glove really would have
set it off.
Whole scene.
I don't know. I'd say lose the glove. Yeah.
So this was the big surprise, was that Bree just wanted Marley to think that she had broken up with her. It was just to scare you a little bit before we commit to forever.
Yeah, that's good.
That's healthy.
A recipe for success and all of that. But that's what I'm saying is I feel like they knew, okay, this is how we're going to set this up for the show.
Oh, yeah.
Like this is just to get people invested in that. And they were acting for most of the season.
This is the other student film.
Yeah.
That we've been watching.
There's a lot of that fabricated.
This is the final.
Pretty much. That's what's going on. At first I was like, did we lose Key in the bathroom? Did anybody check on Key?
Yeah, she like never came back.
Key just disappeared because then they're out eating dinner, Marley and Bree, and it's like, what did Key go home? Or like, what are we doing?
The funniest part of this whole thing to me is that Bree hands Marley a bouquet at the beginning of the proposal.
Yeah.
Marley does not put it down the entire time.
Oh.
They're eating a fancy dinner and she is still clutching the bouquet in one arm. Like an infant.
She's getting her money's worth. Yeah. She wants the full experience.
She's rocking it as she's eating her hors d'oeuvres.
So
I don't know why I just said hors d'oeuvres like BQ.
I don't know. I don't know. No, he would say hors d'oeuvres.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heavy on that.
I think so. Probably.
So they're engaged now.
They're engaged.
Happily ever after. Bree can move out of the pool house.
Yay.
The
Reunited
Airbnb.
And it feels so good.
Now, when we get the update later, we find out that Key is their girlfriend.
Yeah. And Key did come out to enjoy the dinner with them too. For a minute. I don't know if they had pulled up a chair. It didn't look
you
like
come
it.
by for dessert.
They're like, you could just say, hey, and then like go back. We'll see at the house.
They didn't even feed her.
Yeah. Well, get out of here. Grab a breadstick on your way out, you know?
She's actually clearing the table. She's bussing.
That's not it.
No. The matching dresses made me think that they were already girlfriends.
Uh-huh. Yeah, this is like part of this.
Yeah, like she was heavily involved in the planning of the proposal.
Yeah.
The entire thing.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. Most likely.
Mm-hmm.
I suspect.
Here's the problem. When we allow people on the show to produce their story, it has to come to an end at some point, and they're usually not good at wrapping up a story.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I just need a complete train wreck.
Mm.
Like we had with the power throuple.
Power throuple. Yeah, that was an ending that you couldn't just write from the start there. Nita had to experience that. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's wrapped up a little too neatly with a bow. Marley and Bree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we'll take a quick commercial break and then we'll be back with the Yahwehs in Orlando and we'll see what they're up to for the season finale.
Trigger warning on the Yahwehs again. We're continuing the same themes we've had in previous weeks.
Right.
Struggles with infertility, infant loss, a lot of tragic stuff.
Yes.
All right. So now that was your warning.
Yeah, we were left off with Yahweh Madi had found out last week that Yahweh Crystal is in fact pregnant. And also, we're not doing IVF in pretty much a 5-minute window.
Yeah.
Same conversation at a dinner celebration.
It was very inconsiderate of her feelings.
Yeah, like
struggling today.
For poetic to just kind of
move from one topic to the next.
Mention that in passing, and not something that was a conversation ahead of time. With Yahweh Madi, which this very heavily is involving her. So I feel like she should be in the know about some of this stuff before you're going to talk about it with everybody. But that's not how that went. So she was upset. She ran off to the restroom. Yahweh Jasmine then follows suit. She has to go check on her.
Mm-hmm. Takes her a while to get there.
Yeah, it's a lot of steps. A lot more steps.
It's a long jog for her.
Yeah.
But she catches up with Yahweh Madi.
And she's like, uppy. Up.
Well, they decide to sit on the ground.
Up. Oh, okay.
She's like, never mind.
Get down on my level. Yeah. Come on.
And then they embrace, they mouth kiss.
Oh,
And then
They're feeling better. Yeah.
Yahweh Jasmine goes back to the table because Yahweh Madi's like, I still need a minute. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'd like a moment alone to process my feelings.
Yes. Okay.
So she goes back to the table and then kind of talks shit behind Yahweh Madi's back.
I did notice that. Yeah. So here's the struggle that the Yahwehs face is Yahweh Madi is in a very sensitive spot where she is, it's not just the baby, it's the baby with Yahweh Crystal. So it's just like, twisting the dagger, right?
Which I don't feel like Jasmine had to say to everybody. She's kind of throwing Yahweh Madi under the bus.
A little bit.
When Poetic's been frustrated the entire season about the fact that they're not getting along. And then she's like, yeah, the reason she's having this entire scene right now is because it's Crystal who's pregnant.
Yes. Here's the thing. Yahweh Jasmine also has to go back to the rest of the Yahwehs at the table. And they're all pretending like, it's fine. Like, this is good for you, Yahweh Crystal. We're happy for you. You should be celebrating. Madi's got her own stuff going on. And like, let her deal with that. You just focus on the happy stuff. And so Jasmine's trying to like get re-involved in that train of thought. And so this is the way that she's able to jump on with that because that train already left the station, I guess. So she's like, all right, we'll dump on Madi for a little bit because it's all about you. This is good stuff. Good stuff, Yahweh Crystal.
I think that the announcement went exactly the way that Yahweh Crystal probably expected.
Yeah.
She knows that Madi doesn't like her.
And I think Yahweh Poetic was really hoping that Yahweh Madi wouldn't guess that it was Crystal. He was hoping that like Yahweh
it would be a mystery baby.
Or like Yahweh Dabash or Yahweh Jasmine would have thrown out like that. But then for Yahweh Madi to be like, is it Crystal?
This is like when they do pregnancy roulette.
Yeah. Yeah. It never ends well.
No.
Because the people who really are hoping for it and it's like,
That kind of was what it was like.
Yeah.
With the ultrasound.
Kind of.
I mean, obviously Yahweh Madi knew that she wasn't the one
Not
who was
hers.
pregnant.
Yeah.
But you had 3 other people to pick from. And you're like, I hope it's not my arch nemesis.
Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? That's where he is 3 nights a week. We know. She's been keeping track. Mm-hmm. She knows.
They go back to the house. And I forgot that Yahweh Madi's mom is here.
I forgot too.
She's still here visiting.
I was like, is she watching all of these children?
Yes.
Oh my God. God bless her.
So wasn't this the first time they've seen each other in like 2.5 years?
It's the first time she's had any family come to visit. It's the first time that her mom met Yahweh Poetic.
Mm. So this isn't really making a great impression.
No. Yeah, because how was dinner? Not great. Could have been better.
You can tell that she's been crying for a couple of hours.
Very upset. Very upset.
So then she pulls her mom aside and they talk about what happened. And she says, I learned that Yahweh Crystal's pregnant and I'm struggling with it because also we don't have the money to do IVF because we got to prioritize the family.
Yeah. And I mean, Yahweh Miracle, there's a bunch of medical stuff that's going on. So like I can't be prioritizing my own personal feelings of wanting IVF, wanting a baby when Poetic is able to have babies with other people without going that route. So I just need to shut up and kind of stuff that down.
And her mom is like, okay, so that is the logic that you're following to try to convince yourself that this is okay. But it seems like you still are very affected by it.
So are you like happy here? You're still like fully happy.
Mm-hmm. Her
here.
mom saw an opening where she was like, I am going to get her out of this cult.
This is my last chance.
Yes.
Last ditch effort where if I get her out of here, if I get her back
here, things are going badly.
I got to get her back to New York just for a couple of minutes and then have her realize some separation, get some separation, some distance there. She'll kind of think through this a little bit more rationally. Maybe we'll come out on the other side.
Well, that's what she pitches. She's like, why don't you come back to New York for a little bit, be around family.
Support system.
Get some support. Just pull yourself out of this situation where you're surrounded by Yahweh Crystal and everybody else. And you can evaluate whether you're really fully happy here or not.
It's, the people around you who you were saying, oh no, yeah, I'm still so happy with them. It doesn't sound like they're being very supportive of you because they are supporting Yahweh Crystal with her pregnancy and stuff. And so it's just like, it's tough to be both, right? So
I feel like we almost got to a good conversation. That's an interesting thing to dig into, which is, can you really be happy in a poly relationship when you have to constantly balance other people's needs and priorities over yourself?
Right. Yeah, that's the tricky part.
Because that's what we've seen with Sister Wives, for example.
Oh, yeah.
Where, like Christine stuffed down her needs and wants for many, many years. And in the end, you realize like, oh, I'm in my 50s and I feel like there's a lot of life I never even experienced, or a lot of happiness that I missed out on because I was busy prioritizing everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah.
This show's not that deep, though, so we're not going to go there.
No, we don't want to think about that too hard and long. But yeah, I mean, we've got other things that are coming to mind here for Yahweh Madi. And she's like, we need to sit down with the other queens. We got to talk about it because I am having some thoughts and feelings. I don't know if it's doubt or like regret or that sort of stuff. Not that big stuff, but just like...
None of the scary words.
No. None of that bad stuff. I just want to...
Just a little something in the back of my mind that's saying like, get out.
I want to... Now I want to like focus on myself a little bit, you know? Just
This conversation goes really badly.
Because I think there are a few reactions that happen from a few different angles here.
Yahweh Madi says, I think I want to go back to New York for a little bit.
To visit family is the reason that she gives.
Yahweh Jasmine completely loses it.
And she says, you could have visited family anytime you wanted in the last 2.5 years since you joined this family. And now you're going to go back after Yahweh Crystal announces her pregnancy and you're not able to do IVF? Interesting timing that we have going on with that.
That's how I know this is a cult.
That they're like, uh-oh.
It's the first time this woman has expressed any interest in going home and being around outsiders. And they're like,
don't do that.
There's something wrong with you. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
I don't even like that you thought about doing that.
That's bad. That's bad. Bad. It only leads to bad things. You shouldn't be doing that. Don't do that.
They don't think she's coming back.
I don't think so. Yeah. Jasmine was fully convinced. She's like, yeah, if you go home to New York, you're never coming back.
She's like, it's happened before.
Yeah. I've seen it 100 times.
As soon as people leave, they get out here, they get around other influences, people who show them that they're in a cult, and then they never come back.
And then Madi's like, that's not what I said at all. So like you guys getting all accusatory of me is getting me upset. Because then they're trying to figure out, okay, then what's your reason? Because you said your reason was to go visit family. I don't think that's your reason. Is it the infertility stuff? Is it the fact that Poetic won't fuck you? Is it the fact that he's still going with Crystal and Crystal's pregnant and you don't want to be around that right now? It's like,
which one of your grievances
It's all of these things. It's all of the things.
She's trying to explain to them too. I don't even think they understand the significance of not being told or being told she's not going to be able to do IVF.
Right.
Because none of them have had struggles getting pregnant. So they're all like, okay, like you got told that like not right now. And she's like, you don't understand. Every time that I have to watch one of you be pregnant, it's very hard for me.
Right. It's making her feel like less of a woman was what she was saying.
Yeah, that's
and so
her
like
words.
That's where she was struggling with this. It's chipping away at her every time that she has to experience this. Now I would say
very little attempt to have empathy for her.
Right. Well, because they get defensive where then it's, oh, you're running away. Oh, you're leaving the family. You're abandoning me.
Well, later on, Poetic even made a comment that was like, she knew what to expect from the beginning, that like this was going to happen. Okay, but she didn't know to expect that she was going to struggle getting pregnant.
The fertility issues.
And she was going to have to watch other women get pregnant and have your babies.
Right. Yeah. Like that's not something that was like clearly laid out that you guys knew about ahead of time.
And even if someone did know that, I still feel like there's a difference between hearing it and then experiencing it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just like adding a new wife. Where it's, I'm not going to be that jealous.
It sounds great until it actually happens.
Yeah. And then it's not so good. Not too good.
So the conversation with the queens kind of ends where Jasmine's like, you go do what you got to do then.
Well, Crystal cried.
Oh, yeah. Crystal cried. We don't want to skip that.
Crystal cried again where she's like, well,
you'll always have a place here. And I think the kids are going to take it even harder than we will.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
Thank you, Robin Alice Brown.
Okay. All right.
No, she was like, yeah, the kids are really going to miss you. I'm not personally. I think it'll make my life a lot easier.
Yeah.
But it'll be a shame if we don't have an extra set of hands.
Not having you around to yuck my yum. Yeah.
I hate that expression. Mm-hmm. We need somebody else to do the grocery shopping if you're going to be gone for a few months.
Yeah. Crystal better step up and hit the grocery shopping a couple more times a week, I guess. But
they talk behind her back again after she gets up and leaves because they're like, poly life, it's not for everybody.
Not for everybody.
Seems like maybe it's not for Yahweh Madi.
Might not be. Yeah, if she doesn't come back, it might not be for her. I guess that's what we'll find out, I suppose.
Yeah. So she gets in the car. Poetic does not go to the airport with her.
No, but...
He just closes the door behind her.
Yeah. Her and her 12-year-old daughter are going back to New York.
I'm glad she took her daughter with her.
I'm glad.
Because I was kind of worried that they might hold her.
Oh, right. No, I think she knew. It was like, we got to...
I think that's what they're upset about. They're like, the cameras are here. We're going to have to let her take the kid.
Right. This is her only opportunity that she's going to have to vacate the premises.
They're like, normally we would keep Michaela here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, probably.
That way she has to come back.
But she's not even sure what's going to happen next. When she leaves, she's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going to go visit family. Got to go figure some stuff out. Got to get my head straight,
I do think that this was possibly a turning point for her. That she was like, I don't know, I might come back, I might not.
Right. Yeah.
Got to leave my whole wardrobe of white and green dresses. And
my big macaroni noodle necklaces.
Say it looks like it's from Legends of the Hidden Temple.
You have immunity this week, Madi. Please use it wisely.
Every time they would cut to the shot of her crying after they were talking at the table and she had that giant necklace on, I could not take her seriously.
No, I'm sorry. It was just, I was not prepared for that.
Also, when they took them off, where did they put them?
I don't know. Where do you hang that? I don't know. Do you dismantle it every single time?
You take off.
It's separate pieces?
A wood piece by wood piece. I'm assuming that's what it's made out of.
Oh, man.
Chunk by chunk.
They're just stashing around. It probably builds a palm tree in their kitchen.
Oh.
And then that's what it assembles into.
Uh-huh.
And then that's what it is regularly. But then when you are going to do your royal attire, you have to take out the royal string and then assemble it into your necklace. Yeah.
I couldn't imagine ever being part of a group where they're like, hey, just so you know, this family, we dress up together.
We dress up.
And this is part of what you're going to have to wear.
Yeah. We like going out in style.
Mm-hmm.
So just so you're aware. Yeah, we're going to hold you to it. The same way that we do.
3 months later.
The update for everybody.
We get an update for everybody.
BQ and Tehmeena still broken up, allegedly.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Sure, Jan. We'll see about that.
I could see them back together for season 2. I could see them. I could see them.
Even if they're not actually together, they'll pretend they're together just so that they can get a paycheck from the show.
Yeah.
What do you think they paid everybody for a season?
Too much.
Really?
Yep.
I feel like everybody got like $2,500.
Yeah. Maybe.
Which they all spent on things to film with.
Right. Yeah, I feel like this was like a 16 and pregnant sort of budget.
Yeah.
That was going on.
Yeah, exactly. Right? Didn't they pay them like $3,000 or something on, maybe it was $1,500?
Somewhere less.
It was enough to buy a used car. That's like what all the girls were like, that's what I need. I need a car.
At that time. Mm-hmm. Not anymore.
Yeah, well, obviously.
Not anymore.
Becca and Davis are still planning their wedding, and there's no new additions as far as expanding the polycule.
Said that they were going to elope in summer 2026, I think.
Yeah. So either it happened already or it's going to be happening.
Right.
No one cares, let's be honest.
I mean, there's no drama there. So why do I care?
I think there is drama there.
Well, I think there is. They're not showing it. They're not presenting that. So then honest. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't get to know, then I don't care.
Marley and Bree still engaged. And Key is their girlfriend.
Key's an official girlfriend. So is Key going to be assisting in the recruiting that's going to be happening
I don't
now?
know.
Or are they going to keep building out?
When do you get trusted to
the roster?
Start screening PGs? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. she'd be out on her own dates that she would be having, that she would be bringing. I don't know. Yeah, we'll have to see.
Trent and Kami cut ties with Nita.
No kidding.
That's what I think Nita has been worried about the whole time, is she's like, you can discard me.
Yeah.
And then I'll just be back at square one trying to figure my life out.
Correct. It's almost like all of those concerns were completely valid and actually have it. Yeah, like those aren't irrational fears. They're very realistic things that you're experiencing right now.
And they're seeking a new partner. So be careful out there.
TBD, I guess.
You think maybe they'll message Garrick Merrifield?
No. I don't think so. No, because that would be like a cult leader reaching out to another cult leader, you know,
yeah,
like
that doesn't work.
We're not
too much
merging stuff. Yeah, no.
And then Madi, this is the most upsetting part to me.
Yeah. Well,
okay.
not this one.
Oh, hold on. I feel bad about that because I forgot the second part of the update.
Yeah.
So I take that back.
I thought you were saying, okay.
Okay. I was upset that Yahweh Madi came back. Like, that was very disturbing to me. I was hoping that she ran back to New York and she was like, you know, I'm never coming back. Keep my rhinestone encrusted heart-shaped clutch and all of the other garbage, the silk flowers. I don't need them.
But send me my Yahweh medallion, because that is still my legal name. And yeah, I still want to be able to show that off as needed.
Mm-hmm. And then the saddest part,
okay,
just to
extra sad,
edit what I said before,
right,
is that Yahweh Miracle did end up passing away in January.
Yes, that was very sad. Very sad update.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Yeah.
Overall, what do you think about the whole season?
I mean, it was entertaining.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
I agree. It felt a little too long.
Ended on a downer.
I think that there were unforeseen things with the Yahweh family.
Couple of downers. Well, I'm just saying, like, and like breakups too. You know, there were a few real downers. You know?
I think a lot of us expected the breakups, just
to an extent.
Seeing the trailer for the show, it did not seem like these were fully functioning relationships.
I was expecting Polly Inc. to have some rough patches, so I think that was the other part, was where it was just like, well,
they're the biggest disappointment.
Yeah,
as far as
overall,
a lack of content,
definitely overall. Big issue there. But I would watch a season 2.
Yeah, I would too.
And I think some people would come back. Other people probably
We've got to tweak the casting a little bit.
Tweak the casting.
But I think we learned a lot from this season that could better inform season 2.
Okay.
And then what are we doing next, Corey?
Married at First Sight. Seattle. And I know what you're saying. Oh, Married at First Sight. I thought you guys swore off of that. Yeah, that was the Lifetime version. We're not doing Lifetime Married at First Sight. That doesn't exist anymore. Married at First Sight was purchased by Peacock. It's a streaming show now, so it's a Peacock original show. And this is the second season of that. We did watch season 1. They improved.
They're still using the season numbers, though, as though they're continuing this from Lifetime.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So that was season 19 last season, and now this is season 20 in Seattle.
So they have improved on the methods, but the changeover point happened was season 19, if you're looking that up. So just so that you know that, the details of that, we already watched the first episode. Spoiler alert.
The first episode's out now.
Yes.
Our recap is out.
Our recap is out? Oh my God. What day is it?
So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
okay,
because it started on July 12th
we watched
on Sunday.
The first episode.
And then they dropped a second set of episodes on the 16th.
Okay.
So then I think every episode after that drops on Thursdays.
Okay.
So it started on a Sunday. Now it drops on Thursdays. But what you need to know is our recaps drop every Wednesday here on Surviving Reality.
There you go. Okay. And then we'll just be catching up with all the bits of whatever's out at that point in time.
So you can go listen to our recap of the first episode already.
Yes.
And I think we're loving this season.
We already know who our red flags are.
Yes.
There's some producer plants where it's like, these are couples that are paired up for the drama. So it's like, we know what we're getting into here.
We've got some questionable characters right off the bat.
Yeah.
That we are seeing through.
Yes, definitely. So go check that out. And then what? The other episodes have dropped on Peacock too, probably at this point, by the time this airs?
Yeah.
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 So you can watch those in preparation for our next episode coming out.
You got a lot to catch up on.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Thanks for listening. See you next time.